What is the power of one actually measuring? I find that so many BNI members, they completely misunderstand what it is and really how they could utilize the power of one to get a little bit more results out of their BNI membership. So today, that's what we're going to dive into. How you can start to use the power of one to really elevate your BNI experience. So the first thing to understand is that the power of one measures behaviors, not effectiveness. So you could be putting in all this effort and not getting the results you want. So I see this oftentimes with many BNI members out there. They come to me and they say, hey, I'm operating in the green. I'm doing all of the right actions, but I'm just not seeing the results from my BNI membership. So you got to read through the lines here a little bit and say, hey, if I'm doing all this stuff and I'm not getting the results that I want, clearly that means something's missing. And that tends to be your effectiveness at those behaviors. So as you can see, the power of one does a great job measuring your behaviors, but unless you learn how to read between the lines a little bit, it doesn't really help you with the effectiveness. Good thing, I'm going to teach you that here in just a minute. So the second area I find the power of one really creates a little bit of confusion with members is the fact that it really is focused on future results, not instant results. So remember, networking, it's always going to be farming. It's not hunting. So you got to plant those seeds. You got to nurture them over time, and then you will get the results. So think about this in terms of consistency. The power of one is really, really good at measuring consistency and how consistently you're nurturing those seeds. But you're not likely to get instant results from those actions. So what that means is that you can have a couple great weeks, which is wonderful, but you're not going to see the results of that right away. And likewise, if you have a couple bad weeks, you're not going to see the results of that right away either. So with the power of one, don't get really bent out of shape if you're not seeing instant gratification there. It's all about consistently putting in those actions over time. So the third big area that the power of one can really excel is helping you to expose gaps. So to learn how to do this, though, you have to learn how to read between the lines to see how effective you are being at each of your behaviors. So for example, if you were putting in all of the actions necessary to max out your one-to-one score, meaning you're doing at least one one-to-one each and every week, you could be doing that, but if you look over at your referrals per week and you're not passing at least one good quality referral every week, what that immediately tells me is that there's a lack of effectiveness with the one-to-ones. And that's an opportunity. So if you're looking at this and you're reading between the lines, you're able to see, hey, I'm doing all the stuff for one-to-ones, but I'm not able to pass as many referrals as I'd like. That must mean I need to improve the quality of one-to-ones that I'm doing. So this is just one of many gaps that you can start to identify with the power of one. And if you learn to identify those gaps early on, you're going to be able to really start to hone your skills and become more effective with your BNI membership. Now, the last big idea that's going to help you to get more out of the Power of One report is learning how to use it as a mirror, not a scoreboard. It is simply reflecting your own actions right back to you. It is not a scoreboard. You're not trying to be the best of the best on there. I know many of you are wildly competitive and you want to be the best on there. And there's nothing wrong with that. But really who you should be scoring yourself against the most is you. Are you improving? Are you doing more than you did last month? It's really a matter of looking at the dreams and goals that you have in BNI and understanding, are you putting in the actions necessary to achieve those dreams and goals? So use it as a mirror, not as a scoreboard. So hopefully you found this beneficial today, and I'm really confident if you start putting these ideas in place, you're going to be able to utilize the Power of One report to really start to get a little bit better results in your BNI membership. And if you really enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, like, subscribe. I'm going to be releasing all kinds of great content for BNI members to teach you how to get more out of your BNI membership. Have a great day.